have something that I wanted to share. I want to just say thank you to everyone that is giving me your time. Some of you will give me all of it. Some of you will just give me just a little bit. Whatever amount you give me, I'm grateful for it because it's still your time either way. This is very new for me. I am a very shy-natured person and I don't do things online. But I feel like this is important and it has been disturbing me for quite some time. And I had been going back and forth in my mind about it, trying to figure out if it was even real. What I will tell you is that I don't have the proof, the knowledge, the experience, all of the things that it will take for me to explain this type of thing to you. So I feel like I am so wrong to be the one to tell something like this. But at the same time, I believe it and it's concerning me enough to want to do it, if that makes sense. I don't have a plan as to how to explain this. I don't, and I'm sorry that I'm going to be so long-winded, but if you can just tolerate it, I appreciate it. If you can't, I still appreciate it anyway. So to keep from just rambling, because I'm nervous, I would like to say a prayer and ask that if anybody wants to join in, that you will, because I am going to need it to get through this. Father God, in the name of Jesus, I want to say thank you. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for giving me the courage to do this. You know that you and I have been going back and forth over this thing, and me telling you how I don't think that I am the right one to do this, and even asking you, are you sure you didn't confuse me with somebody else? Lord, I just want to say thank you. I don't feel comfortable calling this a prophecy or vision because I've never had an experience like this. But I also want to make sure that I don't take away any glory that belongs to you. So I pray, oh God, that you will lead me and guide me into what to say to your people in this hour, oh God. I never thought in a million years that I would do something like this. And I'm praying, oh God, that you will help me to get through this, oh God, and that you will use me, oh God. I've never really felt like I've had a purpose in this life. And if this is what I am here to do, I pray that whatever it is that you can get from me in this moment, that you will. And whoever it is that I am or will touch with this, that you will help them to and meet them wherever they are in their lives, oh God. Help me to share this with them, oh God, but also to not make it just be doom and gloomy, oh God, but to know what to say, to offer some encouragement through it, oh God, because that's what this is about. It's not to scare anybody, oh God, but to celebrate you, oh God, and to let the people know that you are real, oh God, and that we need you, especially in these times, oh God. Help us to be brave, oh God. Help us to be bold, oh God. Help us to do what you are calling us to do, oh God, in these last and evil days, oh God, because we need you, oh God. I need you, especially right now, oh God. I also would like to pray for Joseph, oh God, and to say thank you for him. I am so grateful to him, oh God, that when I reached out to him, I was nervous. And I asked him, I said, I wanted to share this, but I wasn't sure if it was something that I should say or not, especially since I do not have the proof and the knowledge that I would need to really tackle something like this. And he read over it, oh God, and he responded and he said yes. And he said that it could and it would help the people. So that is why I'm here, oh God. Let me not get no glory or anything from it, but it all goes to you. I just want to say thank you, oh God, and asking that you will keep Joseph and his channel, oh God, and that anything that I say Let anything negative that should come from it to only fall on me and not him. He was kind to share his platform with me, and I don't want any negativity to come towards him. I will take full responsibility for the words that I say. Let it not fall on him. Lord, I thank you and I praise you for this moment. Please, Lord, help me to get through this. In Jesus' name, amen. I am a talkative person by nature. And I know that we are living in days and times where people want you to get to the point of what you want to say. I am not one of those people. So if you're not going to be able to tolerate it, I suggest you not listen to me. If you don't mind and you can put up with me being wordy, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. There is so much that I would like to say, but I'm also not able to in this space. You know what I mean? So I will just try to do what I can. So to make this a little bit easier for me, I am going to actually read something to you. I think it'll help me to flow a little bit better instead of trying to freestyle it and I go all over the place. So this is now me reading to you what I wrote. Sorry this is so long to read. This is not a subject I know or pretending to be an expert in. Because of the subject matter, wanted to give as many details as I could. Just sharing a thought that has been disturbing me greatly. It's not a prophecy or a vision as far as I know. Not highly educated, especially politically. Not in an environment where I have someone to listen to me. Most around me doubt this narrative, and I understand. But yet I still believe it. My only motive is to share, and I'm asking you not to believe me, just imagine. That's all I want you to do. I am not interested in fame, especially for a topic as this. And as far as I know, this is as far as I plan to go with it, unless I have no clue. As I never knew I was going to be doing this part of it. But as far as I know, I'm just recording this, and I don't know what happens after this. What I'm about to share with you has me concerned greatly, and I have shared it with people close to me. My hope is to be very wrong about this. But as time is passing, it's increasing inside of me that it might be true. I'm saying that it might be true, but deep down inside of me, I do believe it, and I want to be honest with you. I now believe this more than before, although I can't prove it. Now, this is where I want you to just imagine. You are a voter, definitely not voting for Trump. Options are vote for Joe Biden or not at all. While this is happening, you sit and watch as the opposition is in the lead. Despair begins to set in as the media tells you daily about the horror to come should Trump win. Feeling hopeless and seeing Trump nearing victory, sadness will sweep the land, with voters daily watching Joe Biden's decline and hoping a miracle would come somehow, some way. Then one day Michelle appears, not as a politician, but as a friendly face, telling the people that after soul searching and finding strength, she wants to save the nation for the people and for the children and for our future. She tells the people she knows she's not a politician, but she sees the need and she believes that real people can bring change, that we can reshape America, have a fresh start, something along those lines. Also, telling how politicians are responsible for the problems that we have and that we're going to need real people to turn things around now. She doesn't come as a politician she does not come as a politician at all, but as herself, as a strong Black woman, another option to vote for, a hero, all while skipping traditional entry rules. The traditional way would require knowledge, experience, and vetting. Her being a hero will allow her to go around the process, since a hero is not expected to be perfect, knowledgeable, experienced. It is just them having the heart to save the situation. It's inspiring to see someone do something they swore they never would do, many times. It will touch those who aspire to be like her and those who want to see a woman lead. Because of the magnitude of her sacrifice, it will touch many in different ways and push them to make sure she wins. Being a hero also adds protection from critics because of race and gender. Will limit what can and can't be said about her and how she came in. The people will not question it, only see it as racially motivated, and the media will also push it as well. Have Joe Biden continue in the race until she comes. Use his decline as a way for him to take all the heat and attention off of her. He shields her from potential traditional run pitfalls and facing critics who can and will find doubt. It also will make sure that voters grow in despair, seeing him in decline, to the point of desiring someone to come and replace Joe Biden, not even questioning anything about the person, the moment, and the future under them and their plans. Because of being moved by seeing her do the very thing she said she never would do, they will not care or notice she didn't come the traditional way. And without traditional vetting, she is not vetted at all, but selected by the people, which is very different. This vetting prevents much evil, but without it, there is no protection for America. The laws of the land is what holds back that evil, if that makes sense. The Constitution, the founding principles is what holds so much back. And without it, we don't have any protection, is what I'm trying to say. By Michelle not being vetted, it will be her leading without agreeing to the laws of the land or promises made to the people. Those laws offer protection. That protection is where I believe the hand of God is. With the election of Michelle, either the moment she is declared winner or possibly at the swear-in is when God's hand will leave, I believe. Not as individuals. I'm going to say it again. Not as individuals, but over America. Why? Because that will be the moment the people decided they wanted a better option over the traditional path that we began with. Of course, she will appeal to all, but run on the racial gender narrative the most. Have her run by herself. She will be the new face of empowerment, and people will love seeing this, especially the women who have been groomed to feel like men belong in the back. They will love seeing her husband behind her, and this is what they will use to motivate the voters. Have Joe Biden stay in the race and not drop out at all. Get Michelle to run against him and all that will be running. So right now we have Trump and I believe RFK. I don't know if he will be there in the end or not. Whoever will be there is who she's going to run against, is what I believe. I am very, very doubtful of her being a VP pick for Joe Biden. So I don't think she's going to come as somebody's VP. I think she's going to go the full way by herself. Also, the reason why I don't think she would do the VP way is because you still would have to go through some sort of vetting, I believe. So that would defeat the purpose. So that's why I think that they're going to skip that altogether. By her being solo, it will add to the power of the moment, a Michelle in the Lion's Den type of moment, going up against old America and old ways of doing things. People will love seeing this and will be inspired by her and her courage. As a strong black woman, going up against evil white men, all by herself, without experience, brave, strong, and empowered. Have her come in the race at the last minute to block the need for campaigning and debating, but also to blindside Trump and make it difficult for him to overcome her popularity because it was sudden. She will have all the A-listers, the YouTubers, and more rallying for her. And just like that, we will be in '08 all over again, with historical glamour and meaning at an all-time high in many ways. Instantly, she will become the new face of patriotism, and voters will feel patriotic voting for her. To be the new face, to me, means that whatever was there before has to be removed or cease to be as it was in order for something new to take over. Symbolic, possibly. If Michelle wins in a non-traditional way, she will become the new face of America, and things like the Constitution, laws that made the land would also stop under her, sort of like a transfer or saying goodbye to one era for the next, that the days of men like Biden and Trump running things and the life and times they represented is ending with them, and a new chapter will begin under her in a non-traditional way, if this makes sense. And in this new chapter, it has people running things, and that's where the danger lies. But they will be so mesmerized and happy in a season, not knowing it was them who gave the land away until it was too late. And all the laws, times, memories of the old America will fade away, and there will be no way to ever undo it. The only future is a global one. I, Kia, believe that Joe Biden and Michelle are working together, that the decline is indeed real, but is also being used for a reason, to keep voters' eyes on him and not be in despair seeing him to the point of hoping for a change. Therefore, I think they want people to think in terms of checkers, only watching out for the kings. But I've decided to think in terms of chess. It's the same board, but it's a totally different game, mentally and strategically. In chess, the queen can also make moves, so it will be very important to watch what she does from here. And I, Kia, do believe that the queen is about to move. As of now, I agree. I am a liar since she has not come forward, nor has she made any announcements whatsoever. But the moment either an announcement is made or you see her come forward, she will become the liar instead. Because she is the one who purposely told you that she never would run or that she wanted to be president. So if you see her come forward, it would mean that she is the one that lied to you and not me. So we will keep it that way. As of now, I am the liar, and we shall see if anything changes. And that's all that I want you to do. Don't believe me, just watch. I will admit that I was always suspicious of them from the very beginning. I never knew exactly why. I had nothing to pinpoint it. It's just, I don't know. I was never one that was caught up in the hype. And looking at how things are, I'm grateful that I didn't. The last thing that I wanted to say is that not always is war needed to capture a land. Give it 1,000 cuts of inner wounds and watch the decay, division occur slowly. Next, make the modern woman the new version of Eve. Give her the fruit of empowerment and open her eyes to the possibilities awaiting. Most won't admit it. I will. Kia. That through a woman, acceptance comes much easier. No need to fight the men of the land. Find ways to weaken him, and he will surely follow Eve on his own. Send the right piper to encourage the empowerment, and little by little, the final things holding the nation together will fade away. Checkmate. I said before I ended this that I wanted to make sure that I left you with some hope. I am not a pastor, so I don't have a bunch of scriptures and things that I can leave with you. But all I can do is just speak from my heart and my soul to you and to anybody that's willing to listen to me. We really are living in the last days. I don't think that I have to tell you that. I think you have eyes and you can see it. I'm not telling you that the world is ending tomorrow, because even if she became president, I can't say for sure, but I really do think that life is still going to go on the way it is now. But I think that it's going to be very different. And I think that under her at some point, if she is the one that wins, I think that it's not going to be an opportunity to be in the middle anymore. You're going to have to decide what it is that you believe. What side are you on? Let's say, for example, I'll just use the number 5. You have 5 core morals that you believe, right? These are 5 things that you said that you will never do. These are the things that make you you, whatever they are. Something starts to happen and it challenges one of them. And you're like, oh, let me just push this to the side just so I can just make it through the day. Well, that's one of your values that you just gave away. Now you're left with 4. A couple of months later, something else comes down. You give that one away. Now you're down to 3. And it just continues to the point you don't have anything left that you once stood on, because you kept giving it away because it was easier to just go along to get along. It's coming down to a point where you're not going to be able to do that anymore. And you're going to have to decide what it is that you believe in. And I'm saying you, but that goes for me too. Heaven and hell is a real thing, and so is God. They have the world, especially this country, focused on meaningless things, and they have us bickering with each other over foolishness. They tell me every day that I'm supposed to hate white people and not like them, but the reality of my life is that I encounter white people daily and I haven't had any issues. So why should I run around hating them just because the TV is telling me I should feel that way? Why shouldn't I be upset when I hear about things like what happened to the sweet little boy, 3 years old, Julian Woods. And I know that he passed away because of a hate crime. And I see the media skate over it, and they don't honor him, and they don't honor his family. How could I possibly not believe that this is real? I'm going off in a tangent just to say to you, there has never been a time like now where you need to get serious about your life and about your soul. You don't have the amount of time that we had before. Yes, our grandparents, our ancestors told us that this moment was going to come. And I'm not saying that it's going to happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen at some point, whether you believe it or not. Because these things is happening. You can spend all day watching these celebrities if you want to. And you can choose to stay blind, and you can choose to do whatever you want to do. I can't control you. But as of me, and right now, I am repenting to God for all of my sins. And I want to be right with him. And I want him to write my name in the Lamb's Book of Life. And I want you, Lord, to save my family. And I want you to save the people. And I want you to help them, Lord. I want you to help us, oh God, because dark times are coming and we need you, oh God. This is not to scare the people, but to be real and tell them that some horrible things is on the horizon. But through it all, you are going to give us what we need to be able to stand and endure it. It is not going to be pretty times anymore. It's going to change. And you are going to be challenged in some way. But we have to get ready now while it is available. Because there is going to be a time that you're not going to be able to find hope and peace and get it right then. It's going to be much harder now. It's going to be much harder then. So you have to take advantage of this now. This is not me scaring you. This is me being real with you. That this is very real and very happening. And I just wanted to share this with you as I could. I'm so sorry that I took no, I'm not sorry that I took so long. I took as much time as I needed. For those of you who listened all the way, I thank you. And if you didn't, I still thank you anyway, like I said before. I feel like I did what I needed to do, and I thank you for enduring this. But I'm not sorry that I took so much time. I took as much time as I needed. I thank you, and Brother Joseph, I thank you so much once again for opening up your platform to me, because you didn't have to say yes, and you did not have to give me the encouragement that I needed to do this. So I pray that God will be with you in your channel, and that he will help you to reach more people like the way that you are. And thank you for just being one of the few that has been willing to just allow someone like me to just use your platform for a moment like this. So I thank you so much for this opportunity, and I thank each and every one of you who gave me your time wherever you are. I appreciate you. And even if I don't know you, I love you and I wish you the best. Keep your eyes open. And like I said, just imagine. I'm not asking you to believe. Let's wait and see if this comes to pass. If it doesn't and someone else wins, I'll come back and I will apologize. I really will. But as for now, this is what I believe. And my mind is not changing until I see who actually wins this thing. I do plan to vote because I feel that is important. But I know the moment that I see her, my feelings is going to change. I'm still going to vote, but I think that if I see her, I think that I know how it's going to end up. Thank you for your time, and be safe out there. And don't let the media and all types of things control your thoughts and make you hate beautiful people who don't deserve it. Especially if you know in your daily life you're not encountering racism. Why are you allowing them to tell you how to feel about people who don't deserve it? Yeah, there are people out there who may not like you for the color of your skin or whatever it is, but it's not everybody, and they don't deserve the treatment that they are receiving. And I will never be okay with that. And I will never allow somebody to make me be okay with that either. God bless you.